This podcast contains subject matter that may be disturbing to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
For imprints one.
It's time to open the door in your mind. Sit back and listen to true horror. But be careful what you allow in. Because it's time to go through the fog.
This week's story is Inside Someone's Head, posted by user Wooshkers to r/creepypasta. Have you ever gotten inside someone's head? Worming your way in there to see what's going on? Being a psychologist, I have. It isn't too hard. You just have to get them into the right spot. Now, sometimes there may be special circumstances. Maybe you need privacy for personal reasons. Other times it just isn't a good idea to do it around others. Either way, once you get them in the right spot, you need to make sure they're comfortable. If they start getting defensive or offensive, it will not be good for either party. You need to be their friend. Let them trust you. Start with some basic exercise. Listening to their favorite music. Things to make them happy. We need happy. Start walking around like you're pondering. Pacing. Rub their shoulders if you dare. Make small talk. Or long talk. If you're particularly evil, make them nervous. Talk about death. What their plans are. As you see fit, take out a blade. Hide it behind your back. And walk behind them one final time. When you get to a point that you can, get it over quickly. Or not, I don't care how you do it. As long as you get it done. Sever the cervical nerve at the base of the skull. They will be rendered unconscious, if not dead, instantly. Use a circular saw to cut the cap off of the skull, starting 2 inches above the eyes and going all the way around. You can do as you please from here, but I like to keep the brain mostly intact due to its worth. I do, however, like to carefully split it down the middle, gaining access to the ventral tegmental. I like that small organ due to what it produces, something much more valuable than a brain. It's more valuable because I can use it. As for what it is, dopamine. The thing about dopamine is it's quite hard to reproduce artificially, requiring 2 molecules of hydroxide and an amino acid molecule to be bonded together by benzene. Now, that's just a lot of work and no fun. But the body has developed a process to easily make dopamine, and it just so happens that exercise and listening to music both release dopamine. I think you see where I'm going with this. I salvage humans, starting with the brain, right down to the heart, liver, kidneys, etc. All the good parts. Sell them off to whoever wants them. Rogue surgeons, criminals, people that you wouldn't call a person. People so far gone, talking to one would make you paranoid. I sell almost every possible part. There's only 3 things that I keep. The dopamine, the blood, and the tongue. The best part about all of this? It's true. It's all true when you really don't want it to be. Oh, how I wish I could see your face. Anyway, there you have it. How to get away with murder, have psychotic fun, and make an illegal profit. I expect to see others' experiences with this, and those of you who would not commit such a horrific act, are you sure? Who's to say we all aren't the worst people we know? Because, dear reader, we are. We are so bad. And it feels good to be bad. And just so you know, I don't kill all my patients. Hardly at all. I only take apart the ones who won't be found. The ones who won't be heard. The gullible ones. The ones without a brain.
Through the Fog was recorded by Haptic. Edited by Brad LeBaron, Haptic, and Kevyn Kerrivan. And produced by Flyover State Park. All stories are recorded either with the author's permission or with a Creative Commons share-alike license. If you like what we're doing, be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. You can find links to Haptic and Flyover at State Park's link trees down in the show notes. There you can find links to our podcast on other platforms, as well as Twitter and other social media and YouTube links. Redistribution or sale of this podcast is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of both Haptic and the story authors. Thank
This is Flyover State Park. You are clear to land.